This is Johnny Nelson, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So Tyson Fury has confirmed also that Deontay Wilder did in fact get knocked out in sparring by Wladimir Klitschko. Now, of course, this follows on to the recent, more detailed revelation from Dillian Whyte. Of course, we've known for quite some time that it happened, but of course, Wilder, he denied it, and of course his fanboys deny it as well. But Dillian Whyte gave a bit more detailed account as to how it happened and exactly what the result of it was, with Wilder on the floor twitching. Now, Tyson Fury said it was also true because his very good friend Andy Lee was in the same training camp when it happened. Andy Lee and Tyson Fury, these guys have been friends for a long, long time. And of course, Andy Lee, since he's retired, has now joined the training team of Tyson Fury. In addition to the fact, Johnny Nelson is also very good friends with Tyson Fury, and most people will probably go to the original Johnny Nelson speaking about it. That's pretty much where it all started from as far as the public goes. And Tyson Fury said that Dillian Whyte wouldn't say something that isn't true. Dillian Whyte's not a liar. Okay, so yeah, it definitely happened, and he knows for a fact that it happened. Now, is it really important as to what happens in sparring? Now, that depends on how you look at it. Now, I am of the opinion as well, and this would include Wilder, that whatever happens in sparring is a case of that's fine as long as it doesn't happen on fight night. And it hasn't happened to Wilder on fight night. He hasn't been on the floor twitching on fight night as of right now. But I think psychologically, certainly, I think it does matter with the fact that Klitschko was wearing 16 or 18 ounce gloves and Wilder's wearing headgear. And if that happened, that will show you that Wilder is quite concerned about getting hit on the chin, which is why he said on quite a few occasions, now he's been on this channel several times, and he always says that Wilder fights scared. Wilder don't like it on the whiskers. And this is why. This is probably one of the many reasons that gives Dillian Whyte full confidence of knocking out Wilder. He knows how to get to Wilder, and he knows how to knock him out. Now, people may say, but this happened quite some years ago, and the Wilder then is not the Wilder of today. And that is a fair point, that's for sure. But I think that no matter what your experience is, your chin will always remain the same. We've seen Wilder wobbled on quite a few occasions. We've seen him on Bambi legs against Eric Molina. Eric Molina, not known as the biggest puncher in the world. He got put on his backside by Harold Scolniers, and Luis Ortiz had him out on his feet in that one round. And again, Wilder did show great heart to not actually go down from it. But as I said, whatever happens in sparring, yes, of course, it stays in sparring. And that's where you're supposed to get beat up. That's where you learn. And quite clearly, Wilder has learned. Stay away from big punches. Don't fight them. Fight cherry tomato cans. That's what you do. And quite clearly, that's what's happened. This is why Shelly Finkel never wanted Wilder to fight Wladimir Klitschko, even though Shelly Finkel managed both fighters, because he was afraid of what will happen on fight night. He didn't want to see Deontay Wilder smoothed out. And this shines a great big light on as to why Deontay Wilder never stepped up, as to why he's always been afraid of the big punches. That's why. And people say, well, Luis Ortiz is a big puncher. Yeah, he is. But look at who it is that Luis Ortiz stopped. So how big a puncher is he really? In my opinion, he is a big puncher, but he's not as big a puncher as quite a few of the guys out there. Most notably, Klitschko. Both Klitschkos, in fact. Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua. These kind of guys are ones who, if they land on Wilder, it's good night. It is good night. We've seen too many occasions that Wilder doesn't have a great chin. But yes, he's got a very, very deadly punch. And this is kind of like one of the points of it, is that so many people say, well, you put Dillian Whyte or Anthony Joshua in there with Deontay Wilder, he'll put them to sleep. Facts. Well, first of all, it's not a fact, because he's never knocked out cold anybody of their kind of standing. But in addition to the fact, what happens if they land on him first? Let's be honest about it. Can Deontay Wilder take that left hook of Dillian Whyte? I say no. Can he take the straight right from Dillian Whyte? I say no. Can he take the body shots? Again, I say no. Again, Anthony Joshua can knock people out with the left and the right. And people say, but Joshua, he didn't knock out Andrew Ruiz Jr. Cool. Tell me one person who did. Tell me one person who knocked out Andrew Ruiz Jr., who's ever knocked him out, whether that be in sparring, whether that be in the amateur gym, or the amateur scene, sorry. It's never happened. So again, you can't really draw too much comparison with that one. Now, as far as Tyson Fury saying it, yes. And again, this will be one of the reasons why Tyson Fury knows that he can knock out Wilder. Now, I don't agree with his prediction of he's going to knock him out in 2 rounds. For me, I don't really see that happening. I'm not saying it won't happen. I mean, it's heavyweight boxing. Of course it can happen. It can happen at any second of any round. But if anybody's going to get knocked out in round number 2, it's more likely to be Tyson Fury, in my opinion. I hope that doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't happen. And I'd love nothing more than Tyson Fury to put an absolute whooping on Deontay Wilder and stop him, whether that be round 2 or round 12. I don't really care. Or just score him on points. Again, I don't care. I want Tyson Fury to win. Okay, obviously he's a Brit, and the fact that Wilder needs humbling. And I think if Wilder was to lose to Fury, and then obviously go into the immediate rematch with Fury again, I think that their rematch will be mega in that scenario. Can Deontay Wilder become the 5th person at heavyweight to regain the world heavyweight title after losing it in an immediate rematch? That would make him a superstar overnight. Because right now, he isn't a superstar, let's be honest. So Tyson Fury, he knows for a fact that Deontay Wilder got laid out badly in sparring. But again, as Tyson Fury said, and I've said it on plenty of occasions as well, it's okay for it to happen in the gym. Just make sure it doesn't happen on fight night. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.